everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Cutler's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10. Moore. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
It's a gain of 24 that time. And that's good for a Miami first down. Defense showing blitz. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now Moore throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Moore. Going to throw again. And Stills over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Right back to Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Moore from the gun, he'll throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences, we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Wilson again to Rawls. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now a toss. This is Rawls. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Over the middle here to Wilson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. More now on first down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Moore, operating from the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, this is Rawls. A little juke, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now it's Wilson, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pitch goes to Rawls. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Now it's Wilson. Fights loose. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a run by Rawls. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Counterplay. Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things,
and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Moore. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go. Green. Over. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
They'll look to run forward with Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Wilson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Back now in Miami. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And ready for 3rd and 6. And some space here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 41 yards on the ground. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Moore. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now Williams. And some room to work. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Davian Williams, 88 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down, here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Grant's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Andre Branch in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, Rawls. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he's able to put it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here come the Dolphins. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. One last shot for Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. It's up.